Thank you for being here. Commissioner, the labor participation rate is pretty well at a historic low, and if we took that into consideration based on the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the actual unemployment rate would be closer, someplace between 10 and 11, closer to 11%. I want to talk about that in the context of the jobs that you've said have been created: food, merchandise, retail, wholesale, service-oriented jobs, and relate that back to what Senator Klobuchar talked about, which is something that is generally referred to as a skills gap. Do you have an idea of what that looks like in the real world? And we talk about our lack of capacity to provide people to the employment that's available that are more technologically oriented jobs, and what that means and what we should be doing differently than we are.
If you could hit the microphone, please.
Sorry. You're getting really into the realm of policy right here, and here I want to remind you that the BLS and other statistical agencies don't engage in policy analysis. With all due respect, that's your job.
Right.
In particular, we don't study and make determinations about whether policies are achieving their goals or propose policies to achieve those goals, because such work could raise questions about our neutrality and our impartiality.
Commissioner, if I could stop you there. I may have misheard Representative Hanna's question, but I think it was, how does the growth that you're seeing in certain of these significant industries tie into the labor participation rate, which is, we've all agree, is at a very low rate?
Yeah. It's not obvious what connection there is between labor force participation and where growth is occurring. I don't think I have an answer for that.
So clearly there's a increasing number of people dropping out of the workforce, and I accept your notion that that's not necessarily where you're going with the Bureau of Labor Statistics. But as an economist, you must have an opinion about that. Would you like to talk about that? Maybe not.
Well, so I have to, right now my job is as Commissioner, and I really think it's most important for me to uphold the principles and practices of statistical agencies. But I can talk a little bit about where growth has been occurring, and what we've seen in terms of industry wage growth is that much of the growth in, when you divide it up by broad industries, much of the wage growth has been in the lower wage industries. When you divide it up by occupations, which is a different kind of way to divide up job growth, there you see growth in more growth in high wage occupations and low wage occupations than you see in the middle of the distribution.
Thank you for that. I yield back.
Commissioner, can I ask one question?